Heading to Arizona for my first Enduro race. It's a lift access Enduro race because it's at a bike park. Looking forward to it. Friday we're just gonna ride the bike park. Me and my wife's going with me, and then my buddy Mondo, and then my friend LA is gonna meet me up there as well. And then Saturday is the practice for the race, and then Sunday's the actual race. I'm not taking it too serious. My main goal is just to finish and stay on top of the bike. If I do that, then I think I should do okay. Looking forward to it. Well, me and Miriam are up here for kind of our Friday practice section. I'm probably just gonna ride greens today with her, just to get kind of warmed up. It is cold. Then again, I'm kind of a wuss, but yeah, it's also absolutely beautiful. This is incredible. It's her first time on a lift. She's scared of heights, so I think she's a little nervous. But yeah, looking forward to it. Sunrise seems like a pretty cool park. Curious to see what these trails are like. Oh, I forgot my headband. Bummer. Well, this is practice day. For my first run down, I'm probably gonna chill out with Miriam and take an easy lap down. Second lap, I'm gonna try and ride some of this stuff. I'm beyond nervous. It is really, really wet compared to yesterday whenever we just rode green trails. Yeah, beyond nervous. Let's see how it goes. So day one on Friday, whenever me and Miriam got there, we did just ride the roads all day. There's not a lot of green friendly trails for her to ride, so we ended up just on the road all day. So finally on Saturday, the next day, after it had rained all night and all morning, I finally went and pre-rode some of the stages. I was still waiting on one of my friends to show up so we could ride it together, but they showed up a little bit later than I expected, so I ended up riding stage 2, which apparently is the gnarliest trail out of all of them, by myself, which was terrifying because I'd never rode a pro line. It's just a double black, but I guess the double black pro lines are just a little bit gnarlier. I'm glad that I have a little bit of experience riding in the wet, but it didn't really prepare me for this. It's hard to tell with the GoPro effect, but this trail is extremely, extremely steep and, well, terrifying. My line choice is terrible. In hindsight, going just faster through this stuff probably would have made it way smoother. And, you know, a lot of the guys out there who obviously are better than me were telling me, like, hey, just let it go, like, let your bike roll, and, like, it's going to do what it's supposed to. I just was so scared. I can't wait to do this race next season, and I should be so much better. You can see one of the elites going by me. Man. He's absolutely flying down it. I actually rode up on the chairlift with him, and honestly, that's another really cool thing, and I think I've talked about it so much, is how supportive the community is, especially in the race environment. No one was super bitter. Like, even in the race, whenever I was getting passed by faster riders, everyone was super chill, super nice. So it's an amazing experience. If you're good enough on a bike to go ride like an enduro race or any kind of race, I'd highly recommend it. Everyone's really supportive. Even me, I'm obviously not good enough to be out here racing these trails, but I was still put myself in that situation, and I did get a lot better because of it. I do apologize. I'm going to do the next couple of videos for the race. So stage 1 and 2 I'm going to make into a video, and that'll be up after this one's uploaded, so on the next day. And then stage 3 and 4 I will do in the next video after that. This is all just going to be practice day video. I ride stage 2 and I think stage 3 in this video. I can't remember. Really, stage 2 is the only one worth talking about, if I'm being completely honest. Stage 1 had an earlier section, but oh well. On practice day, I actually rode all this stuff much better. On race day, I was tired, and I actually had to walk 2 of the sections, one on stage 2, which will be coming up on Pile, and then on stage 1 at the very end of it, I had to walk it. I was just too tired, and my biggest thing was making sure I finished the race was what I wanted to do and not crash. I did end up crashing, so there was one goal out of the way that I didn't get to complete, but I did finish the race. Even though it wasn't anything worth bragging about, I finished, and that's all I really care about. But yeah, I'll jump back in whenever I get to some other sections I want to talk about. Whew. Holy crap.
I ain't going.
So this is the second part of stage 2 pile, and even though it's a single black diamond, it is way, in my opinion, way gnarlier than the double black that I just rode up on Sticks and Stones. I record some of the parts of like some guys going down this trail trying to show how gnarly this is, because the GoPro doesn't do it any justice whatsoever. It took me 3 attempts to finally make it down this, and my one time going down it was cleaner than any of my previous times. The second time I rode it was with my friend whenever they finally showed up, and whatever, I made it down. And then the third time that I attempted riding it was during the race, and yeah, I ended up having to walk it during the race because I couldn't commit to it, and I was too scared, and I was just really scared that during the race I was going to push it too hard and end up wrecking. So yeah, I ended up having to walk this during the race, which sucks.
Yeah.
But as you can see right here, in my opinion, I think I did a really good job. Maybe too much brake at the beginning here, but this root is terrifying. But yeah, I made it through just fine, in my opinion. And yeah, stage 2 was a huge accomplishment for me to clean, and I'm glad I rode everything. I wish it would have been cleaner in the race, and I wish I would have actually rode every segment in the race. But oh well, I became a better rider because of it.
Oh, let's fucking go. Yeah, went way faster than I probably should have. Oh, but whatever, I'm down. Woo! Holy shit.
We'll just stay right at those pines.
Yes.
So as you guys can see, I got a flat. It ended up tearing up my sidewall, so I couldn't really repair it. I did end up throwing in a tube and riding a lap with my friend that showed up. We rode stage 2 into stage 4, and on stage 4 there's like a 3-4 foot drop that I came off and I ruined my tube. Funny enough, during the race I actually had to steal my wife's rear tire from her Trek, which is a 27.5, so I ended up running a mullet for the first time. What you guys are seeing here is like part of stage 3, I believe. Nothing too crazy. Only really crazy trails are stage 2, and then stage 1 had some gnarly stuff. But yeah, overall practice day wasn't very successful. I rode part of 3, I rode almost all of 4, I rode 2, so I had some practice there, and then stage 1 I couldn't ride the gnarly bit because someone had crashed and really hurt themselves, and they were kind of down and out for the count, so I never got to clean stage 1. And then during the race, whenever I showed up to that really gnarly section, I was already 2 in my head, and I had to walk that as well. overall, practice day could have gone much better. I should have just got out to the trails. I was so scared to go riding by myself and whatnot. But I really, if you guys plan on doing an enduro race and you have a practice day, put in the laps you can. Like 2-3 laps on each stage isn't a bad idea. Just take it slow so you don't wear yourself out for the next day. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys tune in for the race videos that are going to be coming up shortly.